Quarter Ninja presents.
Hello my dear friends, hello and welcome to Quarter Ninja's Lair, where we play games. As you can see, it is Quarter Ninja's Lair here, and today we are playing Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Just let me set my microphone a little bit lower level. I think that will be good. So what we are doing, we are restoring, repairing and selling cars. In any case, I hope you are feeling well today, and we will have interesting episode. As you know, it is all about Mustangs, and I want to show you here we have 3 Mustangs already done. This is the base version, as you can see, the base model. This is very nice mod. I don't like particularly this version of Mustang much, but I couldn't resist. We had 8 different models. I found all of them. I bought them on junkyard and auctions. It was very interesting job, you know. This is Mach 1 version, and this is the 777 version, which I don't have a clue what is it. Let me know in the comments below if you know which version of car that is. So I was thinking, you know, as you know, we are doing, let's do it like this. I will disassemble car, and in the meantime I will talk about stuff. So as you know, we are doing our 1000 car journey, which means that we are buying, repairing, restoring and selling 1000 cars. Now do we have here? No. And to be able to do that, we need really a lot of cars, a lot of different versions, stuff like that. And as you know, vanilla game has some cars, then there are all DLCs, which fortunately we all have. Well, we have them all. That would be more proper English. And still with that, there is few hundred cars, and for the rest we need mods. And we are introducing mods at the moment, 15 at the time, and that seems to be a pretty correct number and good number, so there is no issues with that. And then we are, you know, kind of going junkyards, auction stuff, buying cars, you know, and restoring. The battery goes to charger. Never forget that. Why not if you have it? And you know, 1000 cars is a huge goal that we gave to ourselves. I think it's almost unobtainable, but we are going to do it. And it requires us to use quite a few mods. Well, I think almost all the mods that are in the game at the moment. And also I forgot to remove air filter, basically system. It's okay, air filtering system. And it requires from us to use whatever we can to get to that number. What I want to avoid, what I wanted to avoid and I still want to avoid, is to make 1000 repairs and sales of, let's say, Bolt Atlanta or Bolt Atlanta Trespasser and things like that, or, you know, Luxor Bowen. So basically buying same car. You can always find one on the junkyard, always, and I could do that, you know, just going on and on and on. But that would be horribly stupid and wouldn't make really any sense. So what I decided to do instead is, you know, to use wherever I can, to use multiple iteration of the same mod car, if that makes sense in a way. And you know, if these cars are different enough, we will do multiples. If not, we will not. For example, we did Porsche 928 GTS, and we did only one because there were no different versions really. Same with Porsche 959 and things like that. For example, we did BMW M50, not M50, sorry, 850 CSI, which we did in 2 versions, wide body version and normal version. And you know, we had different stuff like that. But this one is specific, and I was super excited, and I'm still excited. We are doing 8 Mustangs. And they're not so different, but each and every one of them has its own, you know, appeal. It's a little bit different from other version. And I think it is amazing kind of concept to do 8 of these, and just for fun, and why not? These are all beautiful cars anyway. And this is what we are doing. So we did already 3 of them. We restored 3, and I'm pushing still to restore 5 more. And still we are going to sell 5 and 5, which means I will restore. This time we will not sell anything until we have all 8 Mustangs restored, plus 2 more cars that will be restored together with Mustangs. So we have, you know, like 8 plus 2, 10, and then we are going to sell 5 and 5. There is a reason for that, because I want to try to at least have all the Mustangs in one place or something similar, so we can see them next to each other, which will be a little bit problematic, but I will see can we do that. In any case, this is our Ford Mustang. This is the Cobra, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, this is the Cobra, and this is the 4th one we are doing. And for today, as you know, we usually can get, I don't know, around 5 cars per episode. That's a good number. And also, as you know, we have our engines prepared, we have our wheels prepared, shocks prepared, stuff like that. Everything is prepared, so we should really be able to finish that like 5 up to 6 cars, but I think 5 would be more realistic goal for today, which would mean that after we finish today's session, we will have all Mustangs kind of finished, and that's very, very good news. Also, what I didn't say, I didn't record, I think for at least 5 days now. I was extremely busy in real life doing some very important stuff, and I really couldn't find time to record this episode, and I'm super hyped. I'm super happy that I finally have a little bit of time. As you know, I'm gaming geek. I love to game, to play games. You know, I'm playing games from 1984, basically from when the personal computer was invented, and that was the Sinclair ZX80. If you maybe remember, if you're older, if you don't, well, now you learned something. And then, of course, I had every single machine worth mentioning that was on the market in that history, including all the Spectrums, then Amstrads, all Commodores, Amigas, up to Amiga 4000, which was, you know, the most powerful machine at one point. You know, I think personal computer wise, it was really the most powerful one, etc., etc. So I do know a thing or two about gaming. Also, I had, well, I've been working in big gaming company as a head of community management for quite some time, and you know, I know games, I know business, I know stuff like that, and you know, because of that, I'm kind of really happy to do these things. I love it. I love gaming. I love to do these things, you know, to share my opinions and views, and kind of, you know, to make maybe your life a little bit happier at any given moment, you know, having fun, you know, watching this. In any case, you see, interior done, exterior done, fixed everything. Let's drop the engine. We have so many engines, but here what we are missing, I think, let's see what engines we do have here. I do have quite a few engines in the stock. Well, before I forget, let us just check. We need Coyotes. I think there should be somewhere on the bottom. One Coyote, another Coyote. Let's take Trooper, Supercharged, another Coyote. I'm using a combination of V8 Supercharged and V8 Coyotes for the engines. You see, these are pure Ford engine, and Supercharged, I don't think it's Ford's, but it doesn't really matter. So engine is in. Ah, nice. This is looking really nice. Okay, let's maybe remove first this. And what is our next step? We always forget that. As you remember, if you follow my videos, we need to repair shit. Well, stuff. Sorry. This is a super friendly video. We don't, family friendly. We don't want to swear. We have to repair stuff. Okay. So I'm banging my return button, enter on the keyboard, trying to repair all of this. Whatever you can repair, you repair. It's well worth it, because less money, you know, in the drain. Too many items, as you can see, we have loads of things. I will just sell everything. Rim 40, I can sell it. I should have new rims prepared. What maybe we are going to miss, guys, and I will sell these old engines. I don't care about them at all. These that are old, and groups you have to sell manually. You cannot sell them by pressing sell button, but groups must be sell manually. Okay, groups means engines, wheels, shocks, stuff like that. You have to sell them basically by, you know, clicking on them and saying sell. Now let's put stuff in the engine bay. Well, you know, everything that we can. And there is not, or there is, yes. So housing and fan, let's buy that. Please. Leggy. Let's buy. Also, I got today. I bought Mach Mechanic Simulator. I have Tank Mechanic Simulator installed. I didn't try these games. We are going to do a very funny thing. We are going to play that from beginning, like just to see how it goes. I have no idea how these games. I didn't even watch anything about them. I'm just going to try them, you know. From the zero and to see how that goes. That we will do at some point. At the moment, this is the most important job, and that is, do we need cover? Yeah. Let's buy 2 covers, and then we are going to see, you know, to do videos about some other games that are from the same branch, you know, this simulators. I have a rover mechanic simulator. I do have quite a few simulators and stuff, so yeah, be prepared. We are going to do much more stuff in future. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I think we should keep going with this one. Not gearbox, actually. Let's do the suspension. We do have quite a lot of parts, so we shouldn't have any big issues with parts. We did restore quite a few, repaired quite a few. I'm afraid that front shocks, yes, we are going to need them. So I have to be honest, we are going to spend like 2 minutes doing that, but you know. I was too excited. I really wanted to do an episode, and I didn't properly check what we have and what we don't have. So, you know, it's kind of my excitement got over me, but it's perfectly fine. We can do these shocks in 2 minutes, honestly. So I'm not worried about that at all. That will be done, and then we are going to move forward with restorations. What we don't have, these are the A's. I know when I say A's, I'm thinking about sway bars, A version, okay? A version goes with with this kind of shock, which is front shock absorber A. So you always have that kind of connection, okay? Tie rods, and this side actually is done. Rim 40, so I have all the rims prepared. That's also very well done from my side. 275/40, so all of them are exactly the same. There is no difference, and that's that. Let's move on this side. Oh well, you know, bushings. Never forget bushings. As you know, I always talk about bushings, way too many of them and easy to forget. So 8 Mustangs, and all of them are different in their own way, and I checked it beforehand, of course. You see, I have in garage, well, I mentioned that, let's just mention it again. 1,000 car spreadsheet, okay? You have a link in the description down below. So please check it. There is everything, you know, all the information related to our playthrough, to the game that we are playing at the moment are there. Including, you know, what engines we have in stock, what kind of cars we have in parking. Even, you know, our list, what is done and what is next step to be done. You have links for the engine guide videos. There is 6 of them with all 62 engines that are in the game covered. So everything is there, and I do recommend you to check it. Also, there is list of mods that we already did, a list of mods that are installed. Every single info that you can think of and that is related with this playthrough and our gameplay is there. So please go and check it. I think you're going to like it. I do like it. If you are a little bit analytical, you like details like me, you're going, I think, to enjoy in that list, and it's kind of pretty fun to read through it. Okay, we don't have this cross member, unfortunately, and that is crappy, but nothing can be done about that. We didn't manage to repair it. As you know, junkyard cars are pretty crappy, and they come mostly, you know, with really bad parts, and many times you cannot simply repair most of it. As you can see, rear knuckle axle housing, this is the one. I will buy 3 of these. And you know, whenever we need 1 part, I will buy 3. Whenever we need 2 parts, I will buy 4 for most normal, let's say, parts. For things like rubber bushings, I will buy 20 or 40 even, etc, etc. Now you see we don't have rubber bushings anymore. Well, we have few more, but we are going to need them. Also, with this suspension, I always like to put this bushing in, and we have only 2, because this allows us to add other stuff more easily. We will buy 8 of these, and you know, you actually should just figure out how many parts you want to buy, because game is badly optimized and the inventory is hurting. If you have too many things, it will lag a bit, slow it down, etc, etc. And nothing can be done about that, so it's actually up to you. And rear drive axle, this is interesting. We don't have a single one. Very amusing. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so yeah, it depends on basically your feeling. How many parts do you think you need from each, you know, the section? For example, brakes, you always know that you need these brake pads, for example, stuff like that. Suspension, rubber bushings, you know, wheel hub, these things in the wheel hubs, cannot remember the name at the moment, doesn't really matter, and things like that. You know, you always have to simply juggle stuff and think what do you want to have in your stock. Now you see, rubber bushings 20, small rubber bushings 20, and then I know I shouldn't do that, but I will buy 20 more. I shouldn't do that because of sluggish inventory, but I don't care. I know I need them, you know, so much that simply I need all of that in stock. Now we need to go back, click here, put the rear suspension arm A, and then we have, you see, this is complex suspension, which I, as you know, don't really like. I think it's overcomplicated. A rear spring and cap. Unfortunately, as we know that we need more, we immediately have to come here and let's buy 8 of these, and let's buy 8 of these. And we have mufflers. I got a few of them. We will miss few of them, of course, but we will buy them later. And you see, these suspensions, they take way too much time. From my point of view, this is probably the most complex rear suspension that is out there, this one, because it has so many parts that simply you spend way too much time than you would with, you know, normal, let's say normal, with usual suspension that you use on American muscle cars, like a leaf spring suspension or something like that. This one is a little bit of a bitch to make, and yeah, I always dislike it. Yeah, wheel hub bearing, that's the name of the part what I wanted, you know, to say. You have to always have them in stock. Brake discs, of course, pads and stuff like that. Interestingly enough, you can repair brake calipers and cylinders, which doesn't make much sense. But again, you would be able, you know, to repair brake discs in a way. You can grind them on the machine and you can make them work again. But calipers, trust me, you wouldn't. And as you know or don't know, I did work in a repair shop as a manager for some time. I helped my friend. That's not my job, not something I'm doing, but I was helping my friend with his shop and stuff like that. So I learned a lot about repairs, about cars, about stuff. That was really great experience. So yeah, I think I'm kind of qualified to talk about games and repairs and cars a little bit. I'm not, you know, I cannot say that I know everything about cars or so much, but I know enough. Gearbox V8, as you have seen. We don't have it. We didn't manage to repair it, unfortunately. That is always expensive thing, and I like to repair it, but if you cannot, you cannot. Starter is here, and I think the last thing that was left, if I didn't forget some smaller thing, is the drive shaft, and this is the last one. Okay, so we spent all of our drive shafts we had in stock. Now, right click, status, and you can see here 100% all the parts. If you have some hole, that means you forgot to put part. If you have something that doesn't make sense, like 30% or whatever, yeah, this is it. You see rear suspension arm, and well, so we are missing one suspension arm, which is here. Okay, as I said, often with these big suspensions, very complicated, I will forget a thing or two, which doesn't really matter. Okay, so mechanically speaking, from mechanical side of view, this car is done. Now let us just maybe first check inventory. Let's see that. Let's see inventory, body. So bear with me for a moment. I'm just looking. I have a list here. So we have trunk B, that's okay. We have front bumper C. I think that's also okay. Window, that doesn't really matter. We have okay. Hood, which hood we are using? D. So F hood is waiting. Okay, let's buy the part. So we have a right headlight and tinted back window, I think. Right headlight. Okay, community body shop, right headlight. I think like this. Yep. Tinted window, this was the one. Okay, let's buy then all tinted windows for this car. Why not? Because we can. Okay, and let's see, bumper we have. Okay, then a front end. I'm just checking in my list of parts. So front end B goes here. Okay, Cobra. And mostly Cobra parts will go there, of course. So I think fender C, of course. Just let me write down things. So that was front fender, front end. Okay, front fender C, front fender C, and front fender C. We need both doors, of course. There is no doubt about that. These are the normal doors. Side mirrors, we need B, but let's go one by one. Do we have front window? Yes, we do. What hood do we need? We need hood D, and this is Cobra hood. Okay. Then we had, what headlight we had? I cannot remember. It doesn't really matter. We will check. Side mirror B, 1. And tail light should be, let me see, normal 1. Okay, this is what the game says. Rear bumper, rear bumper, rear bumper D, rear bumper D. This is all Cobra, so yeah. Rear clamshell F, okay, Cobra, that we took. Okay, let me see. I think this one, this one, this one, this one. We will see what we are missing. No big deal here at all. So hood, we go with this one. I will close the hood. As you know, I like it when the hood is closed. It gives me a much better picture of the car. So you see, these are the Cobra parts. I'm missing left headlight then. Most probably this is the one. Not a big deal, it's like 5 seconds, so not a problem. We do have, if you remember, we do have Cobra, like front one. We need license plates, so let's put this Australian. They're boring, we will not use them anymore. Really, they just don't fit the car very well. We are putting all tinted windows wherever we can because I think it will look good. Do we have left body? Yep. Fender is also, as you see, Cobra. Rear bumper is Cobra. Tail light, one and another one. And then we should have trunk Cobra also. And let's put, yeah, that was that one. And rear clamshell, if you remember, is also Cobra. Now, I'm not sure, do we have it? We have it, perfect. Okay, most of things are here, so I'm quite happy with that. I'm not going to complain. It seems that I have more or less everything. Is that possible? Everything is possible. Let's see our list. Perfect. So, seat 1 leather D and steering wheel 9. Seat 1 leather D and steering wheel 9. Seat 1 leather D and steering wheel 9. Let's take it. Maybe I have some in stock. I didn't really check. Doesn't really matter. We don't care much about that. Yeah, we do have loads of them in the stock, so probably now I got even more. It doesn't matter at all. Okay, now we are going to paint shop, as you can imagine, to finish our car. Let's see, do they have some liveries for the car? That would be interesting. They have, of course, which one we are going to use. Let me see if it goes on the side of the car like this. This is Saleen. Of course, we are not going to use Saleen. I'm thinking, should we leave just a Mustang like this? And this color is good. Yep, I think I like it. Paint the car. And this, my dear friends, boys and girls, whoever is watching, is the Mustang, which is, do we have space somewhere in there? Okay, which is Cobra Mustang. Okay, look at this, a beautiful, beautiful picture. I really love it. I do adore it. I love it, and it's amazing. Okay, I will remove this car from here for now, and let's move to the next car. And the next car, my dear friends, boys and girls, is, see, all Mustangs were here. Now it's a little bit trickier. We cannot do that anymore. We cannot set them all because the parking is also horribly programmed and it's very bad. As you know, I love the game, but I have so many issues with this game that, wow, I could cry. I could cry, honestly, how game is neglected. Now you see this. This is a perfect car, which we got from the auction. Look at this, almost perfect actually. So I'm not going to lose any time. I hope that all body parts are here, so we don't really need to lose any time with body parts. You look at that bumper, it's amazing. This is going to be very nice. This is a Cobra R, okay. So let's remove everything. If we do this, yep, perfect. This is Cobra R, and this again looks perfect. As you can see, the car is almost, you know, in immaculate condition, but if you look down below, everything is effed up. So bodywork doesn't really, you know, do the job. You can you have like good bodywork, but still you have so many bad things in the car that you cannot do anything about. You have to disassemble a whole car. Also, what we are going to do, we are going to disassemble everything, and then going to repair stuff, and then make shocks, okay? As I said, we need shocks, and we cannot simply ignore it. So we are going to make shocks. It will be a fast process, so don't worry. We are not going to lose much time about that. I'm sure that is going to be fine and perfectly nice. Okay, I think this is the last part from this section. Should be, as you know, we will put the battery here. You see 59%. So the inner parts of the car, the down below is 50 or 60%, which of course, as you can imagine, we cannot use, but we need to restore it fully to 100%. So this is Cobra R. R has a little bit different lines, spoilers and stuff. and things like that. So actually it is a different car than the normal Cobra, and if you look at both of them together you will be able to spot the difference. And this is why I decided actually to do all these cars, because I realized they are so same and so different at the same time, that actually we should do that and have a maximum fun. And I'm already having more than one mod which we are going to do in multiple versions. Some of them of course will just be in 2 versions, some of them will be in 3, some of mods will only have 1 car, and that's that, you know, depends on how the modder decided to implement that. And you know, sometimes they just do a basic version, sometimes they do multiple versions, sometimes they do some funny stuff. You know, we have for example Dodge Monaco, which is in really multiple versions. It's like there is police car, there is drag car, street racer or something, there is normal version. So all of these are, you know, different cars, and they should be represented, especially, you know, for example, police car, which are very rare in the game and stuff like that. So yeah, but for example, we do have what is the BMW, not sure which one is that. It is a race car, and that car is only 1 version, okay? Only 1, nothing else, nothing more. So you have it, you know, only in 1 version, and you cannot make multiple. Well, you can, but they're not different. So we are going to do only 1. And there is, you know, I know already there is a lot of cars that will be done only in 1 version, and that's it. And I didn't mention that, I know, and I just remembered, we are at 890 cars to go, or 895, I think, actually 895, that would be a better number. And we are first time, you know, that we went under 900, and that's actually very nice, because that was my goal from the beginning, to have that feeling finally that we broke that 900, you know, cars number, and now we are below 900 and slowly going towards 800, and you know, below 700 and stuff like that. So we will need a lot of time, a lot of episodes, I'm quite sure, and this is going to be a long project. And I was counting and calculating, and I will tell you my numbers which I got, taking in account that we can do 5 cars per episode. And don't forget, I always spend at least an hour preparing stuff for each episode, okay? So that's more or less 3 hours at least per episode, but it's 2 hours, you know, the video. So if we can do like 5 cars per episode, it's very easy to calculate, you know. This is basically 50 cars in 10 episodes, 500 cars in 100 episodes, so 200 episodes. 200 episodes, and that will take probably a year and a half, maybe 2 even. Depends how, you know, often. But I'm kind of putting these videos once in 3 days. I think more than that would be really crazy, and once per day should be 3 times, oh my goodness, once in 3 days should be a good number. Anything more than that, you know, for this specific car mechanic simulator, we will probably drop in between some other simulators and stuff like that, but these are completely different games that, you know, maybe you will watch or not. So yeah, this will going to take a lot of time, trust me guys. This is going to be really a long project. I'm not sure if anyone else tried to do it, but I think this is very unique. 1,000 cars, it's like completely crazy. This car will have supercharged engine, okay? because I want to have supercharged engine in our version. Now, what I said we will do, first things first, let's go to repair bench and repair what we can. You see, this car is in better condition, 50 something percent, which I find perfectly fine, and it's easier to repair. And as you can see, 99% chance is immediate repair chance. You can get 95 or 99 or 99. And you see, when you have 99, the things are repaired better, and you know, you have less lost parts, destroyed parts in the process and things like that. And as you can see, there is a longer list of parts, more parts to repair when car is in better condition. Okay, now when we did that, did we put our, I think we did. I just want to do double check, take this one. And yeah, we did it. Now we can sell everything. I didn't want to sell parts because I wasn't sure, you know, again, too many. Do we have a battery that needs attention? No. Okay, we sold parts. And now what we are going to do, as I promised, let's come here, come here, come here. Let's go to suspension and let's buy. This is where it is. Here. Let's buy 8, let me think, 5, let's buy 10. And we will buy 10 caps and 10 springs. And now, bear with me, my dear friends, please, bear with me. We are going to assemble these things. So how do you assemble them? You assemble them on this spring puller. This is a machine that allows you to assemble and disassemble. As you can see, 3 parts. It goes like shock and the cap and the spring, and it makes a full shock assembly. As you can see, this is super fast. Let's like spend 2 minutes, as I said, around 2 minutes to make these, because we have, this is car number 5. This is the car number 5, yes. So we are going to need, let me see, 2, 4, 8, yep, okay. I think 8 of these, so we have to push and make them. And give me a few more minutes, well, not a few more minutes, give me a minute or more, I think, and we are going to be done. As I said, I was really excited to record the episode, and I didn't check my inventory properly. I knew I had shocks, and I did, but these Mustangs are all using the same shock, and this is the one, and I didn't have enough in stock, and that is why we need to do them. But these are the last 2, and that's about it. Let me just drink a little bit of coffee. Nice freshly brewed coffee, not copy, of course, and that's always very welcome and beautiful. Okie dokie. Now we have our shocks, we can move forward, why not? Engine is in, this thing can go back, and let's put stuff that comes into the engine bay. Okay, ABS pump and module. Luckily for us, this is auction car, so it had all the parts on it, and I think we can repair, well, we did manage to repair most of it, what could be repaired, and that's always nice. These air filter bays and stuff, let's see, we should have enough. Yep. Okay, we need filters, we are going to buy them later. That's perfectly fine and nice. So this is car number 2 for today. We are 38 minutes into the show, into the episode, and I'm not sure why we spend so much time, but it's okay. We are not in rush, we are going to do everything. I'm not worried about that. Okay, I'm going to push it forward as fast as possible. So if you know or don't know, these episodes are always around 2 hours. Mostly, you know, exactly on 2 hours mark, 2 hours, few seconds and stuff like that. I'm trying to keep them at 2 hours mark because I believe that is the best kind of length of these videos. You know, they're interesting enough for you to spend 2 hours, and after all, I will well, you have all the time codes, and you can just jump to whatever car you want to see at any given moment. have it all in the description down below. So, you know, I made everything for your convenience, so you have a really easy and pleasurable time watching these videos. So why I'm not streaming live? Because I live in China at the moment, so I'm pretty much far away, number 7. And not only that, but let me see, are the sizes the same? Yes, actually they are. Not only that, time zones are really tricky, 7 hours from Europe, and you know, from most of the people that will watch me, I simply, you know, no one would watch that at times when I can stream actually, because people are sleeping at that time. And also, you know, when you stream from here, sometimes, really sometimes, it can happen that your stream breaks. It's just, you know, a simple interruption, but it will interrupt and stop the stream, so you have to restart it, and that happens usually once in 2 hours, or maybe sometimes doesn't happen at all. It never happened more than once, but I tried it multiple times and I was not happy with that. As we are doing these episodes, I just decided, you know, like first time zone is completely effed up, so that's the first thing that doesn't work for the live streaming. And second thing is that I really don't want any interruptions to my streams. So this is actual live stream format that I'm just streaming on my hard disk, okay? There is no editing, nothing. You are getting exactly what is going on, you know, what you see is what you get. There is no editing, nothing. I'm just doing it, you know, like I would do a live stream. The only thing missing is the interaction, live interaction with you guys. And at the moment, I don't think that is such a big deal, but in future, if we have enough following and if we need, you know, to interact with people more live and stuff, don't worry, we are going to stream live, but probably not these episodes, but more of a fun, you know, doing some other fun stuff and having live interaction. So that's just for you to know, a muffler V8. Now, if you may be seen or not, just give me a moment, I will buy 6 of these. This one doesn't have Mustang exhaust system at the end. So that's also the difference. This is the first one without it. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you didn't, but actually that is the case. So yeah, a little bit different car again, and this is why I'm doing them even, you know, down below. They're a little bit different from each other. Even some of them had different suspension. I think from what I remember, the normal version, the base version had different rear suspension and stuff like that. Now, yeah, I think it makes sense really to make all these things. This was normal discs, yeah. We will buy 11 as we need one on these, and yeah. So this is car number 5, Mustang number 5, and this concludes the first actual set of our Mustangs. We need absorber A. Okay, let me see, these are somewhere down here. We'll buy 10 of these also. And this is concluding, as I said, our first set of cars, 5 cars, but we are not going to sell them, okay? As I said, be patient, we are going to sell them together, all 10 cars, well, 8 Mustangs and 2 cars that we will do after Mustangs. And there is a reason for that, of course. I want to present you with all 8 cars, and that's kinda it. Perfect. This car is also very much almost done and going very well. I'm quite happy with that. This one will have, as you can see, a different engine, supercharged, because I decided that few cars should have supercharged engines and few cars and other cars will have a normal Ford V8 Coyote engines. Okay, bushings, as you can see, everywhere, too many of them for my taste, but nothing can be done. We managed to repair drive shaft, so perfect. as you have car from auction, mostly you will be able to kind of, you know, repair stuff, so that's always good. We do have, I think, one more car from auction, and I had to buy them on auctions because I couldn't find them on junkyard, and I spent quite a lot of time looking for these cars. So that also comes, you know, to the preparation time, because I've spent quite a few hours going around looking, finding, and you cannot simply sometimes find specific car. For example, if you remember, in some of previous episodes, I was talking about the Nissan 240Z, which I really love, the beautiful car, the Nissan Datsun 240Z, which I think is really, really, really amazing. And I couldn't find second version, no way. And then after maybe almost a month, I think, I got it in some barn. I just randomly went to barn. I usually don't go to barns because, you know, barn maps are, to get barn maps you have to do jobs and stuff, and I couldn't be bothered with that, and I didn't want to spend my barn maps. But then I went there and puff, in first barn I went, I got the 240Z, which I was looking for a really, really long time. So you see, it is simply a chance based, and nothing can be done about that. You have to be vigilant and try to simply push yourself and go wherever is necessary, you know, how many times is necessary to find what you have to find. I have a mod which has like 5 versions of a car, and I found only one until now, and I was looking loads of times. So yeah. Okay, so this car, again, I can proudly say mechanical side of things done. Perfect. Let me see. No, what we are going to do immediately, I'm not going even to bother, because I'm absolutely sure we have everything 100%. As you remember, this car was in perfect condition, and yeah, it is actually. Body was in perfect condition, and I like that because it saves me time. And the color, of course, we are not going to touch it. Beautiful red color. Everything is 100%. So yeah, lucky and nice for us. So we spare some time not buying things in shop and stuff like that. You see, this one has a proper wing, and the normal version doesn't. I think we can return. Bear with me for a second. I'm just looking. I want to get rid of these Australian plates, okay, because they're really, really kind of super boring and uninteresting, and we are not going to use them. And I just want to get rid of them, and we are going to use in future more nicer plates, interesting. No offense to Australians, but you have to agree that these plates are really a little bit boring, and they don't have anything. Look at this. And this is mod, I think, maybe. No, it's not. I didn't install any mods, so no, that's original. Okay, so seat, steering wheel, let's do it. And we know that we have them in stock. We checked it, so there is no issue there. Let me see, and done. So my dear friends, look at this. Actually, I'm not going to do this. What we are going to do now, I don't like that all colors are white and gray and stuff. Unfortunately, we moved one of our Mustangs here. Yeah, this is the problem at the moment. Okay, we have even green car. These are the first 5 Mustangs. You know, we would sell them all usually now, but we are not going to do that. We are going to just send them to garage and bring new cars, and that's it. So we have a base model here, as you can see, just a base model going to going to parking. This is what I wanted to say. Then we have the Cobra version. You can look at it for a second. So nothing special, a little bit more beefy and sporty. Then we have famous 7.7 version, which I have no clue what is it. It has racing tires, probably some race version, but it looks properly racy. As you can see, it's very, very nice, powerful car. We are sending it to parking, of course. We have this nice Mach 1 version. This Mk.4 Mustang had so many versions that it's crazy. They used all the names, all the versions, everything they could. And last but not least is a Cobra R, as you can see, more sporty with bigger spoilers and stuff like that. And actually it has a supercharged engine in. Okay, so first 5 Mustangs done. Let's bring the next one. We are not stopping, we are pushing things forward. So the next one is GT version. Okay, it's a GT version. We are sending it to the number 3 lifter. Wow, this one is in very bad shape. Let's remove stuff. Yep, there is not many things here, and that's that. Let me see. Wow. Okay. Car battery, servo, and this. Oh, we have even ABS pump. There is never module there. You know that already. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Let's push car up and let's continue. So bear with me. We are going. I have to do something for a minute. Bear with me. The car is here. Just I have to check something. Give me a minute, please. Be with you immediately. I'm here. I just need to recheck some stuff to be sure that I'm doing proper things. Yep, bear with me. Have to do something to answer something, so feel free, you know, to take a short break, and I will be back with you. The screen is working, and that's that. Okay, sorry guys, I had to do something that was really urgent. Now that's done, should be done, so we can return back to the work. I had to answer to some mail shortly. You know, sometimes some urgent things pop up and you cannot not do immediate answer if you have to do it. So that's that. I do apologize for a short break. I hope it is not a big deal. I try to be as fast and efficient as possible. So this is our Mustang number 6. Okay, I expect today in this episode to do 3 more Mustangs, including this one. So basically this and 2 more. And with that, I would say we are golden, and we have space and place for the next episode to finish last 2 cars and kinda sell everything, all 10 cars, and then move forward, you know, with new restoration projects, which we actually have in abundance. And I hope the new projects will also be super interesting, like this one. I really like this. I really like doing 8 Mustangs. I think it's a little bit crazy, but it's still very, very much interesting. And this car is in bad shape, as you can see. Quite a lot of things is broken and missing. So here we are going to have fun. In the left corner, top left corner, whenever I remove part, you can see the condition of the part, you see. and most of these parts are more than 15%, so that means they can be repaired. If the part is below 15%, it cannot be repaired. It's simple as that. Also, even if it is above, doesn't mean that you will be able to repair it. Some parts cannot be repaired at all, and some parts will just fail repairs and stuff like that. Never starter in junkyard car, never ABS module in junkyard cars, never fuel pump, although I'm almost sure once I've seen the fuel pump in junkyard car, once, for all the cars that I've, you know, bought and restored and stuff. So I'm not even sure did I dream that, but I think I didn't. It was on in the live episode basically. So yeah, most probably I was right. Okay, so this suspension, as you can see, is completely different. It's not the big modern, you know, super complicated one, but it's more or less this coil spring one. So yeah, this should be more simple and faster to do. This is what? This is Mk.4. I cannot remember what I read about Mk.4, but you know, if you need info about that, feel free to jump to wiki or somewhere and just briefly check it. And also, if you want, you can share that, you know, all this info in the comments down below. You know, you can just drop info about specific car. I will really be grateful for that, and I'm quite sure the community members will be grateful also. So they have immediately some short info about the car, you know, in the comments. Okay, that's that. Done and done. Let me see. This looks good. I didn't want to do that. I don't know what happened. And now what happens, you lose focus and your mouse gets out, and yeah, it happened to me a few times. Number 3. Lifter number 3. Okay, so we are pulling engine out. Okay, we are doing interior. As you know, interior, I'm usually not showing it much, but let's do it now. Bam. This is interior done. You cannot see a really difference. I do have a feeling it's more shiny and better, but the difference is here when you use welder. The blue color, of course, stays because we don't have blue cars much, so that's it. We are using a Coyote engine for this one, and we have 2 more engines that we are going to use for our next cars. Perfect. What I wanted to check, just in, let's take this one, yeah. By the way, just for your info, what we didn't do, you remember, we didn't do most important thing, and that is go here, repair stuff. We cannot repair too many because this car doesn't have many parts, and also it's in bad shape. But let's see. I'm looking, ABS, no, ABS module, ABS pump, nothing is there. Okay. Very bad condition parts. Okay, let's go here. Let's sell everything. 99. Done. Okay, we will sell groups a little bit later. It doesn't really matter. Groups means wheels and what else? Old engines and stuff like that. Okay, ABS pump. Now, as you can see, ABS pump. I will not buy more because ABS pump always comes with the car, and most of the cases you can repair it, so you don't need to keep a big stock. ABS module though you have, because any car that comes from the junkyard will not have the module, so you will need actually to basically kind of have them in stock. That's the most simple explanation. Clips, yeah, clips also. I think clips can be repaired, which is most funny thing. I'm almost sure actually. So, you know, that's really not possible, but you know, in this game it is. A radiator A, let's buy 3 of these. We are not going to go crazy with them. Yes, we need them very often, but no need to go super crazy. Battery goes here, and I think this concludes that. and we are pushing car up, and yep, that is 1 hour mark. I'm absolutely confident that we are going to prepare 3 more Mustangs. That I'm really confident about because we have only 1 more hour, and in 1 more hour we should be able to do 3 cars easy. We have everything ready, all the shocks, all the engines, all the wheels, so that shouldn't be an issue, except if I forgot that we don't have, for example, wheels, and that I dreamed about that. Well, then we will have a little bit of issue, but still I think we can do it. So this is something called R version, and I do hope this is going to be interesting one. I don't know how it looks because it is junkyard car, so we'll see what parts are going on it. I do have a list I prepared in advance. I wrote down a list of all parts that are kind of going on the car that are different in a way. You know, you have, let me explain that, maybe it will interest you. You have with some mods you have different parts, okay? So you can have hood, just give me a second. You can have hood that is actually, is that, bear with me, I need to check. So we are talking about GT4, it's 225s. Okay, just bear with me, 225s, these are the ones. So we'll have multiple hoods, for example. Then normal hood will be called, you know, just a hood, and then you have like hood B, hood C, etc., etc. So what I did, I just took and wrote down all the different parts, you know, that are with different lettering and stuff like that. So we know that we need, for example, these, and these are just normal parts, and these we need like B, C, F, or whatever. So I hope that is going to help us a little bit when we are buying parts for the car, because we are not going to lose so much time as we have everything written down. And also we have only 3 Mustangs now, so it shouldn't be a big deal actually at all, I hope. Okay, this is going pretty good. I'm quite happy with this. And you see, this car will soon be done. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I think I have all the wheels we need for this specific set of Mustangs. So that should be nice. Although I know that I don't have wheels for the next 2 cars that we are going to bring in, if we have time, the cars that are not actually Mustangs. Do we have a gearbox? Did we manage to repair it? Not. As you can see, the pattern emerges here. When you have these junkyard cars, very often you will not be able to repair gearbox, which is one of the most expensive parts after the engine. I think it is the most expensive part after the engine. And as you know, we don't care about money because we do have 17 millions at the moment. We made money through the Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale, which for which you need to have around $1 million and something. And then you buy it for $1.5 million or so, and then you sell it for 6, 7, 8 million. This is how the creator of the mod envisioned that, and you know, it will often happen that you will earn huge amount of money on some mods, and you have everything in our 1,000 car spreadsheet. It's very clearly explained, and you can see exactly how much we paid for the car, how much we earned when we sold them, and you know, you can decide, maybe I want this mod because this will bring the most money, so I can, you know, easily go through game and stuff like that. So it's up to you, but every info is there. We don't have a wheel hub 3, so that should be here. Let's buy 3 of these. As you remember, when we need 1, we buy 3, etc., etc., etc. Did I put, I see I didn't, I forgot. Also, when you see me doing like random stuff, just jumping from side to side, putting this part, that part, this is what I want, and I mentioned that in every episode. What is the best way to do assembly and disassembly in this specific game? It's just the way you like it. You know, there is specific order. You cannot remove some parts or put some parts because some other parts are in. But once when you know that, everything else is just up to you. whatever you feel it's the best way to do it, just do it at any given time. Sometimes, you know, I will do first suspension, sometimes I will do first this, sometimes I will first add that, you know, drive shaft, sometimes I will add first immediately, sometimes at the end, sometimes in the middle. Really depends how my mouse is, you know, set, where I'm looking at the moment and stuff like that. So there is not the best or worst way to do things, especially, you know, in this game. So I think you see, solid rear drive axle. Who would say that we are going to miss these things yet again? And I remember buying them not so long time ago. So you see, we didn't manage to repair them at all in the few cars that we got. So yeah, okie dokie, almost done. This side done, and I'm quite satisfied with our speed. I think we are doing a very, very good job. Let's remember to sell all these groups, which means shocks and wheels, because they're sitting in inventory for no reason at all. And we need to get rid of them. Okay, let me see. This should be it, I think. Last wheel. We will check it now. 225s. Good. What I want to do, of course, I want to go through list of the parts. We are missing ignition coil and coils cover. That is interesting. So that means this engine is not fully finished. And if you follow my episodes, you will remember that I sometimes forget to maybe add final touches to the engine like this, which is again super not big deal. It's like 5-10 seconds, not a problem at all. So as you can see, this is it. Mechanically, car is done. We want to remove all these groups. Okay, I said that, and we will immediately sell the engine. I don't care about these engines at all, because we are not going to reuse them. What I realized, okay, what I realized, I was disassembling engines, repairing stuff, and yeah, then I realized that not really, that's not something that it's very well worth to do. Okay, so this car is which one? This car, I don't have a clue, to be honest. GT. GT, from what I know, should have all the normal parts. Yup. Every single part is normal part. Let me just see, what do we have? Hood, bumper, rear bumper, right door, tricky. Hood, bumper, rear bumper, right door. Front bumper, rear bumper, right door. Yeah, bear with me, guys. Fender. I'm just trying to figure out. I think hood we have. We need these. Not sure about other stuff. I don't think we have fenders at all. This is a normal one. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what are we missing. See, a little bit loading times are effed up. Okay, so we need right taillight, right mirror, both headlights, right taillight, right mirror, and both headlights. And now we are going to assemble the car and see what we are missing. We are going to buy, and that's that. So we are going with normal hood, and I will close it immediately. Then we are going with normal fenders, normal bumper, and stuff like that. So this car is completely, let's call it stock, or you know, South Australia. It's completely, you know, from these stock parts, let's say that. And we are going to do them now. Do we have fenders? Yes, I got fenders. We should have rear bumpers. I'm not sure about trunk. Yes, we don't have trunk. I just remembered, and we need just a normal trunk, this one here. Of course, normal taillights. As you can see, when there is no color, that's new part. When there is blue color, when you put it in, that means that is original part. Rear clamshell, actually, we didn't buy. We will use it now. Not a big problem, and that's it. Let's put Australia. Okay, rear window. We don't have rear window. Okay. As you can see, few parts I don't have. I didn't buy them. I think also right body window A we don't have. Let me just recheck. Yep, I was correct. I just don't want to buy way too many parts, so later I get confused because there is so many same parts on these cars, and that's it. Okay, this should be, no, this shouldn't be. Now maybe it should be. Let me see. Left body window A. Okay, fair enough. Left body window A. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we need interior, which should be that, and immediately send car to our paint shop. Whoops, what happened there? I'm just going to do it as it is, factory color, and paint the car. I want that blue. There is a Mustang. If you look, oh, there was a Mustang, but for some reason I forgot to put it back. Yep, let's, it's very slow. Let's do that. Okay, every time we pay $1,000 or 1,000 money units, whatever, it doesn't really matter. I'm thinking maybe send it on the lifter 3. No, actually lifter 1. Lifter 3 we need. So this is the R, no, the GT, not R, but the GT version. Well, yeah, we can see that from the fenders here, Mustang GT. Yeah, nice. Now we are bringing another one, and that is Saleen. And I mentioned that in one of previous episodes. Saleen made quite a few different versions of this car. Really, you should maybe read about that if it interests you. There was really quite a few different versions, you know, and they had the different engines and stuff like that. So yeah, it's kind of interesting to check it. And I think from what I read, that was like the last time they did these Mustangs, and then they switched to, you know, production of their own cars. You remember the Saleens and stuff like that. So yeah, it's always interesting to read stuff like that. I'm just looking. See, there are clips missing, interesting enough. And as you can see, pump is here. Of course, the module is not. Do we have something else here? We don't. Perfect. What we are doing immediately, as you know, we are putting battery in the charger. Now we have enough batteries, you know, to last us some time. But every car has a battery, and once when you have spare batteries, if you simply don't forget every time to charge your battery and sell it, you will never need batteries actually to buy batteries anymore. So that's it. Now we have like 5-6 in stock, and you know, as long as I keep charging old batteries and changing them, that's it. Every car has one. That's also, you know, maybe logical. It should, from my point of view, if car comes from the junkyard, it should always have different parts missing, you know, so you never know what to expect. Sometimes you will not have a battery, sometimes you will, etc., etc. But how it is now, everything is simply, you know, the same. Okay, so that's that. So as I said, I got all these mechanic games. I didn't try them, I didn't play them. I will actually, but I'm trying maybe to play blind playthroughs with at least one of these games, you know, just to start from the zero without knowing anything about the game and see how it goes. I think that might be interesting, you know, especially for the new players. We will see. We will see. Maybe I do that with Mach Mechanic Simulator or Mech Mechanic Simulator because it is a new game, so why not? That would be a learning curve for all of us. Yeah, as I mentioned, top left corner, you can see how much the part is good or bad or faulty or condition, however you want to call it. Okay, let's remove immediately gearbox. I think that's the best, because when you have gearbox you cannot remove engine from the car, you know that, I hope. If you don't, now you learned something new. This car, as you can see, seems to have a little bit of beefier wheels, especially on the back. We will see. I have them prepared, so that probably is correct. And it has the simpler suspension, as you can see here. The one which is a little bit easier to disassemble and faster. So this is the Saleen version of the car, which is, of course, as always, sportier, more powerful and stuff like that. I think we are going to put, we will see, I'm not sure what engine I prepared for Saleen, because we have two more cars and two more engines. One is supercharged, one is a normal, well, 5 liters Coyote, the Ford engine. So I don't think that engines are so different and big deal, doesn't really matter. It was a big job to prepare all of them, but we did it. Yeah, this car is very, very bad, in bad condition, so yeah, don't have much expectation from parts here actually at all. Something we will repair, but not most of it. Okay, so that's that. The car is done. Let's push it down. Let's send our crane here. Let's pick up the battery. Let's let's take the engine out of the car. Perfect. Next step is our interior. Let's do it again. I will show it just for you to see. Done, done, and done. And exterior, of course, our welder, which does fix the body work. I always loved that. Give me a second to check the engine. Saleen, of course, will go with the supercharged V8. Before we do anything else, we are going to repair our stuff. We just destroyed, if I'm not mistaken, the taillight. And this one has Saleen parts, okay, but has a GT hood and Cobra fenders. Yeah, it's really a combination of everything. Let me see. Yep. Okay, so that's it. Let's sell all the parts that we don't need. That goes, this goes, and this goes. Wheels I will sell a little bit later. So let's go in and let's start. Do we have servo? Last one. We are always repairing the last one. I don't have module. See, I know exactly what I have, what I don't have, which is very interesting how when you play these things, how you remember super unimportant stuff, like what parts you have, who cares, but still. Okay, that's the module. We don't have, of course, a filter, or we have. No, we don't. Why we would have? And I don't think this will be okay. 3. And do we have cover? I could buy cover maybe. No. Okay. You can repair, if I'm not mistaken, covers, okay, and base filter base basically. This is a clip. Which one? A clip. We need to buy clips. You don't spend too many of these, you buy 20 and you have them for quite some time. Okay, focus, radiator, you remember that we got 3 of these, we didn't have even one in this car, so that's it. Okay, that's done. Let's push car up and let's start working. 1 hour 20 minutes in this episode at the moment, so I would say 10 more minutes for this car to be done, and then for the last Mustang we'll have all the time we need, and that's the most important. I just wanted to finish, you know, 5 cars today, and that shouldn't be a problem at all, and this means that we are going to have 8 Mustangs done. I will see, maybe can I juggle stuff around and put all Mustangs in one parking level, because you cannot simply choose what you want in the parking levels. It is so badly programmed that basically, I don't want to explain. I have to show you that that's so stupid that it doesn't really make any sense. You have to move car in garage, then move car to the parking to be able to move from level to level. It's really horrible system. Or maybe I'm missing something, but I don't think so. I honestly believe I'm not missing something. It's just very, very badly implemented and done. Let me buy brake pads because I know we need them. And that is sad, because I would love sometimes, you know, to sort my parking and, you know, to showcase cars and stuff like that. And I don't see a reason why I couldn't do that. And I will try it again. Maybe I'm missing something really, but I didn't find any info about that. I was looking. So I don't think I am missing something. These are the front wheels. 265s and 255s. So 265s are going on the back and 255s are going on the front. Okay, let me do this, and I want to move here and maybe like this. Okay, so to finish the front suspension, and then we are going to move to rear suspension and try to finish this car as fast as possible. So this is the last lower suspension arm. Okay, so we are actually going through our stock now, spending basically all these things. There is quite a few things that we did have to kind of, you know, use because we didn't manage to repair them. But junkyard cars are like that, so you always have to expect that kind of, you know, stuff, that simply you will have to buy many new parts to be able to fix junkyard cars. But that is nice. I really like the implementation of junkyard. I think that's well thought out, and the good concept and everything. Even barns I do like. I think it's well done, and the kind of concept is good and stuff. But there is so many other problems with the game, unfortunately. And as you can see, now we have Mach Mechanic Simulator. I think this is the same, either company or group or whatever. Instead of fixing stuff on the games they already have, they are dropping new games. But that is how today people are doing stuff. Front exhaust pipe V8. Front exhaust pipe V8, V8A. At least 6 of these. Let's buy 6 of these. I know we need 4 and then 2 in the stock. Why not? We don't have now it's becoming tricky. We are, you know, we spent so many of these things. Middle mufflers also. Yeah, I know, and we need to buy them. Okay, let's buy 10 and we will see later how it goes. Middle muffler, can I do it from here? Can, and I think we have still 2 rear mufflers, but we will need 2 more, most probably for the last car. Yep, coil spring, rear drive axle, it's here. As you know, I'm never buying many of these because I do believe that mostly you will be able to kinda repair and restore them, okay? And let me buy like 4 fuel pumps. I think I got the number almost right. Okay, so this suspension a little bit faster, that's pretty nice, I like it. Now what I'm trying to do, I'm just mimicking left and right and trying to push things like that. As you know, this is not how I usually do it, but now at this moment I feel this is a good way to do it. So yeah, it's just about the specific feeling. What do you believe will be the fastest and the best? And this suspension is quite nice in a way that you can really kinda, you know, easily do left and right side in parallel. We need these U-bolts. Okay, we are going to buy them. What can you do? And that's it. No choice. One we have. Let's buy 3 more. Suspension, suspension, suspension. There's here on the left side. These can be repaired, okay? Doesn't make any sense, of course. It's illogical and it's not like real, but you can repair them, so no need to buy thousands of them because they can be repaired. I'm air quoting here. Yes, in game they can, but in real life, actually, you know, it would be super stupid to repair a U-bolt or something like that. That wouldn't make any sense. You know, you would just buy a new part if you need to kind of change it, especially with these things that cannot be repaired, that are just a piece of metal. You know, don't take it wrong, you can, and actually you would be able to kind of fix it and make it like new and stuff like that, but that wouldn't make any sense at all. Solid drive, rear axle, okay. Do we have, I'm just confused, do we have calipers? Just 2 more and 2 cylinders. Okay, so basically we are very short with some stuff. Good. And that's that. Thank you. Let us check. I am going through stuff. Yep, my dear friends. Absolutely. Absolutely, my dear friends, that's that. The beautiful Saleen. Now, let's see what parts do we have. I'm just looking here. Rear fender. We need, let me see, front fender. We need which one? Right. Then rear bumper. Do we have rear bumper? We do. Trunk. No, we don't. I'm just looking at the list. Bear with me, please. Front bumper. Do we have front bumper? We don't. Rear clamshell C. We don't. Hood is normal. And we have left lights. Okay, let's go to the shop, and I think I got it. We have left lights. That's important. Let's buy right. This is it. Oh, I'm not sure about mirrors. Do we have a single mirror? I don't think so. So let's buy 2 mirrors. Okay, I'm looking at Saleen. So rear fender B. Rear fender B. So these are the Saleens. Just to write it off. Right fender. This is the B version also. Where is the front left fender? And we need front right fender. Where is the B fender? Yep, it says B. Okay. Rear bumper C, that's of course Saleen. Yep. Trunk C also. Clamshell, I don't think we have clamshell. I'm going to buy it. What I said, trunk C, that's the Saleen. front bumper D, I think. Do we have front bumper D? If we don't, if we have, who cares? Earlier, rear clamshell C, rear clamshell C, rear clamshell C. I think we have most of the parts, and bear with me for a second, I just need to check it. Okay, I think we are actually good. Okay, let's see. We are going to not do this. I think this is the wrong one, and I had that from some point. I got it, but this one goes in, normal one. So yeah, here we should have Saleen one, yes, specific one, and let's reuse all these plates. A little bit boring plates, as I said. We don't have a left door or right door, am I correct? No, we don't have a left door. Let me just buy a left door. Where is the left door? I think it's here. Okay. Oh, I didn't buy glass windows, yeah? Okay, we will do that. Let's first put everything that we have, and then we are going to put whatever is by whatever is missing. You see Saleen has specific fenders here, well, you know, these things and intakes and stuff like that. I don't think we have a single window. Yeah, we don't. Now we have a choice. Actually, I got two, doesn't really matter at all. You can never have too many parts. Good. Taillight and the taillight. And this one we should have it. And now let's buy the glass. We can buy tinted or non-tinted. You know what? Let's buy tinted stuff. I kind of like it. I think for a sportier versions, they feel so much better. This doesn't really break or make a car. It's just, from my point of view, it's nicer. Done. And what we need also, my dear friends, is what seats it wants. 11 leather D. It wants 11 leather D. Okay, let's check. What do we have in stock? I'm just looking. Yep, I think we should buy 11 leather D. These are the sportier versions of the seats, and I will later sell all the things that we don't need, but these, you see, are the sportier versions. Usually it's seat 1 leather D, but this one is 11. Yep, that's it. Don't forget when we paint to put Saleen logo on the bottom here. So we have to be vigilant about that. What I want to do, I want to put car like this. So let's see, where is Saleen? I think it's 9, no, 8. No, then it's 6. But let's go with the black one. I think we should have something like that. The color of the car stays the same. I like it. I do believe it's very nice. Okay, look at this. This is a Saleen Mustang. Very beautiful. Very, very nice. I like it a lot. Lifter 2. Okay, the last car. And the last Mustang in this series. Look at them. Look, they're actually different, you know, when you look at them, you see the difference from the air intakes to, you know, these front bumpers. The hood is the same actually on these two, but yeah, they're different cars. Now, the last one, my friends, the last one would be this. Okay. And if you know or don't know, this is a car that came from the auction, and it's in pretty good shape. And this is a Bullitt, and this is the movie with Steve McQueen. You probably, well, you know, if you're older, you know that. If you are not, well, then you don't. And this car was made, you know, to honor that movie and the original car from the movie. So it's basically Mk.4 Bullitt. And we are going to restore this one, and this one is the last car, last Mustang in this series, and I can tell you that this was a superb, really superb experience. I loved it. I do think these kind of things are superb when you have so many different cars that are actually the same car, but they're all in a way unique. I think, yeah, it makes really for a nice stuff, and you know, for very interesting kind of episodes and restorations and stuff like that. Okay, let's remove that, and also let me drink a little bit of coffee. Nice, I like it. I like it. Freshly brewed coffee is always the best thing. Beautiful. This is it. Don't forget, as always, put battery in. As you can see, car is really in not such a great shape. It is 50-something% parts. Although, you know, the bodywork might be okay. I didn't really check it. We can. Let us see if it is 100, if windows are 100, yeah. So we have all the body parts. Even better, we don't need to bother, and later we can sell whatever we have left. Especially, you know, for Mustangs, we are not going to do them anymore. So whatever parts are left, if you bought something, you know, like me, a few more parts than you need, you just sell them at the end. As I said, money is not the issue. Money is really not important because you can earn money super easy if you know what to do. So you shouldn't be short of money. What we didn't do in our playthrough, I didn't talk about that for quite some time, but I think maybe it's time to mention it. We didn't do storyline jobs. Because I wanted to do that. I really wanted to do that. I was ready to do that, and I was pushing for that. Then I realized these jobs are taking quite a lot of time and resources, and I actually didn't like it. Because for the time that I need to do one storyline order, I can do maybe 2 restorations and stuff like that. And from my point of view, we are doing 1,000-car journey, which means we are more important is to restore cars and do that stuff than, you know, do storyline orders. I might push it at some point in time. Maybe I will do it offline, like not in the episodes, just for sake of it. I'm not sure still. I am completely undecided, and that is something that will stay there. You know, the only good thing there is that you go, you get these accomplishments, or whatever is the name, and yeah, depends what you want to do. So at the moment I decided not to do that. It's simple as that. This car actually has a different engine from what we are going to put in, and we are going to put Coyote engine, which I think fits the car better. It's proper Ford engine. Okay. Ooh, this is really a lot of stuff. Really, you know, at some point you cannot wait to finish and to move to some different car, because 8 cars of the same model is really a lot. But I really wanted to do that. I was excited to do that, and I'm still excited, and I like the idea. But now I'm looking forward to finish the last one and move with other stuff, which you know, are different a little bit, and they you know, look different, and they require a different maybe approach for restoration and stuff like that. So we will see. At the moment our Bullitt is almost disassembled. Everything is almost ready and we will be able to assemble the car very soon. I didn't really play with colors. I used the original colors on the cars. I think we don't have diversity of colors, but still it's perfectly fine. So this should be it. Let's push the car down. Let's move the engine crane here. Let's pull the engine out and let's do our stuff. So first things first, I'm not going to spend any time to show anything. It's just that. Interior done. Exterior, you see it's in perfect condition, but still we are going to do it because I want to be sure that everything is 100%. Let's add our Coyote engine in and move this. Take the, no, as you know, we always forget that. Let's run here and first things first, let's repair what can be repaired and then come back and, you know, restore the car to the full glory. And here we have quite a few parts. I'm looking at that and I'm just checking parts. Sorry, I have a phone call. I will be back with you in a second. And I'm back. I do apologize. Some things you cannot avoid. I just wanted to check engines and to see do we have, see how many we have. I have to sell all of that. Okay, I think for this one, all is good. Yep. So let's kind of start with building the last car in this session. And let's see how that works. I'm quite interested to see all 8 cars done. As I said, I will try maybe to put them all together in one parking level if I can basically force it. That is, as I said, tricky and you have to play around to juggle stuff really bad, but you know, I will try to do it so in next episode we can show them all together. I think that would be very nice. Perfect. As I said, you know, this is like a live format, so I'm not editing these videos. I don't want to edit these videos, and if I have to do a break or, you know, just go for a minute or two, you know, real life always take precedence over the gaming, I have to tell you, and that should be how you look at stuff also, you know, and not a big deal there. I just needed to take a phone call because it was kind of important and I expected it. So that's it. And let's move forward. That is really not something we should talk about. We should talk about our last Mustang. We are sitting at 1 hour 43 minutes. We have 15 more minutes, okay? And we will be able, I promise you, to finish this car in these 15 minutes. I will probably not start any other job. I will not bring anything in because I want to play around and try to put our all 8 Mustangs on the same parking level so I can showcase them to you, okay? Because that would be very nice thing to have. And what I've done just now, if you remember, Let me just check. Rubber bushing 63%. So do you remember me saying to you, don't do that stuff, don't put things in until you didn't repair everything? And did I repair or not? I'm confused. You know what I didn't do? Now, because I had phone call and I was interrupted and stuff, I didn't sell actually stuff. So that is the reason why we had some parts that are not good. Let's just recheck. You see, I'm rechecking. Everything now seems to be perfectly fine, and we are going to do it yet again. So you see why rubber bushing, we didn't have rubber bushing, and the game, well, cleverly, and I have to say cleverly, really, the game, it's not game's fault, decided, you know, to give us a next bushing we have in line, and I didn't pay attention, and I just used one that was 63% or whatever, but it's okay now, no worries. We sorted it out, so I'm quite happy. Front sway bar B, am I correct? I think it was. I got just 2 for now. We will buy more when we need them, basically. And yes, see, we spent most of these things we just spent, and there is, wow, a lot of stuff. Good. So that's it. This is it. We can put a wheel, and these are the last ones. See, these are the last ones. What also we want to do now, I just realized, let's spend a second more, and we don't need engine, we don't need this, and this. Okay, groups, as you know, groups you have to sell separately by, you know, clicking on them and confirming, and that's it. Front steering knuckle D, which is interesting, we don't have. Okay, let's use the new ones, and let's continue with our build. And this is the Mustang called Bullitt from the movie with Steve McQueen, the legend. Well, you know, the car is not the same, of course it's newer model, but it is homage to the movie, and, you know, to the other Mustang that was used there. And this is going to be our last Mustang for this series, for Mustang Mk.4, and we are going to sell all of them together, of course, with the last 2 cars that we are going to make, and I will show them to you when time is right. If you want to know it immediately, feel free to check our 1000 car spreadsheet, which is you know, full of info, and everything is there. And also, I completely forgot, but yes, like, subscribe and comment, please. As you know, I do appreciate your comments, and I think comments are very important, so please let us know in the comments below what do you think about the game, about these videos, what do you drive in real life, what you like, what you don't like, you know, when we are talking about cars and stuff like that. You know, just share with us and with other members of the community. Why not? That's always a really, really nice thing to do. So as I said, we will mix 2 Mustang mufflers, and I'm just buying 2, of course, because these are specifically used for Mustangs, and we don't need more of them at the moment. If we need, we will buy that, of course, but not now. Okay, so rear suspension, 1 hour 48, and I'm sure we will have enough time to finish this job. I'm quite happy with that, and we did exactly what I planned to do. We have now all 8 Mustangs ready. So the plan for the next episode, if you are wondering, and you know what we are going to do, we are going to restore 2 more cars, which will be a different model, the same car but different versions, and then we are going to sell all 10 cars, 8 Mustangs and 2 cars that we are going to prepare. And after that we are, oh my goodness, can I go here? Yes. and then we are going to continue with our builds. It's as simple as that, no complication there, so that's it. Okay, I'm just looking, 150 almost, so we are at the edge of our 2-hour limit for the episode, and exactly where we have to be, because we need a few more minutes, and this is what will give us, you know, exactly a few more minutes of work, and that's it. Do we have, oh, we don't, okay. Whenever you need a rear, I think 3 and 3, so this should be now the proper number, or I'm mistaken, we will see. On the other side, probably, no, other side is done. What we are missing? We are missing these axle control arms. Let's do them. And I think this is it for the rear suspension, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check. Yeah, that should be it, plus of course drive shaft here, and I think we are done. All the body parts, if you remember, were 100%, so we are clear there. We don't have really anything to buy. We will just reuse original parts, and that's that. 4 more screws here. I think that we put the starter in. Yep, we did. Okay, let's check it. We didn't remove rear left fender. I didn't see it, but it doesn't really matter. It is 100%, so it's perfectly fine. Okay. This should be this one here, you see? But it is 100%, so there is no worry about that at all. Let's go. Bullitt, not Saleen, but we are going with the original one. So at the moment, everything that you see has this green one, means it is green color, it is from this car, so it's interestingly enough. That's kind of good implementation, so you know exactly that is from your car, and you don't have to worry, is that the correct part, not correct part, and stuff like that. Okay, headlight, everything you see that has that green mark is from this car, and we have few parts that are left, which we need to kind of sell later. I will reuse Portugal plates that were originally on the car, because I believe we should do that. This is, you see, green one, original, and that's it. Let's close it. Front window, we have everything, so it's perfect. Actually, I'm super happy with that I don't need to think about parts. Did we put the, we didn't, you see, I remember. I think a rear clamshell G. A rear clamshell G. Where is the rear clamshell? Maybe it needs to be open like this. Okay. You see, my friends, sometimes you have to remember some stuff. Let's put the plate. We decided to go with original Portugal. I think they were on the car. Now let's do interior, which which is these. So you see, we have quite a few seats that I will reuse for some other cars. I don't have any intention to sell them. Who cares, you know? It's not really important. If seats looks good, why not? Okay, so this is the Ford Mustang Mk.4 Bullitt. This beautiful green car here. Nice. Let's move it maybe to the parking 2 and Saleen to the parking 1, just to be able to see them better. Wow, nice. So, my dear friends, boys and girls, let's bring a new car actually in immediately, because I can do that. We have a few more minutes, and why we wouldn't do that? What we are going to do next is I will have to buy some random cars to be able to juggle. Yeah, you wouldn't believe. I will have to go and buy some random cars. This is the one that we are going to do. Loading, thank you. And this is okay, Chevrolet C10 1966. You can see how it will look. It is a beautiful machine. Before that, let's go to the body, and as you see, we have these two, and we will say bye-bye and sell them. And a funny thing, we don't have more or less anything here. I'm just looking, is there any other body part? This is a body, this is a window. I'm just looking. I don't think so, actually. I don't think so. I think these three are the only parts here. We can remove them. What I'm doing now, I'm just using opportunity, because we have 5 more minutes, using opportunity to just disassemble what we can, as I believe, you know, this is good idea. Why not? We have enough time. I will later sit down, try to rearrange everything to bring our Mustangs together and stuff like that. So, you know, that is something that will be in the next episode. I didn't want this at all. I wanted to disassemble these things. Let's see how far we can go with this one. I'm not sure we can actually do much, but let's see. I want to at least try, and then I will leave car as it is before, you know, we start doing anything else in the next episode. So, you know, we did a lot today. We managed to finish all our all our Mustangs. We have 8 of them, so I will prepare for the next episode all 8 Mustangs, try to show them side by side on the parking. That would be one of the jobs I will try to do. For that, I think I have to buy a car or 2 in the junkyard or somewhere. It doesn't really matter, just to fill the spaces. As I said, the whole concept of the parking is very badly implemented, and yeah, it's not pleasant for the player, you know, to kind of showcase his accomplishments. Unfortunately, it is what it is. That is what I'm going to do. In the next episode also, we are going to restore 2 Chevrolet C10s. One is the stock normal version, and one is a very interesting one. You will see it when we restore it. And then we are going to keep going. I didn't decide yet what would be next, to be very honest, so I have no idea. Even if you check my 1000 car spreadsheet, for which link you have in the description down below, you will not be able to see what is next, because I didn't put anything in. I will have to think about that and decide kinda what I want to, you know, work on in the next episode, other than these 2 Chevrolets. Okay, I think we are almost at the end. We will not be able to disassemble fully this car, unfortunately. I kind of hoped we would, but maybe I will do that. Not maybe, for sure I will do that before we come back to the episode. It doesn't really matter. It's 80% disassembled, so I don't think anyone will be bothered if I just finish disassembly fully, and that's it. So in this episode, as you know, we finished 5 Mustangs. Now we have 8 of them. We are going to do 2 Chevrolet C10 in the next episode, and then we are going to sell 8 Mustangs and 2 Chevrolets and keep going with other stuff. As always, I want to ask you to, you know, just like, subscribe and comment, which means if you like what I'm doing here, please, you know, press that like button. Also, if you like the content, press the subscribe button, and most of all, please comment, let us know what you think about the game, about the stuff going on the channel, things like that, maybe what you drive, what you don't drive, what would you like to drive, and stuff like that. And yeah, just share your thinking, opinions, and stuff with us in the comments down below. And my dear friends, regardless of what I was thinking, I did manage to finish the car. We have 30 more seconds until the mark, so let's fix interior, which actually you cannot see any difference, and let's fix the bodywork, and that's that. Okay, so you see this is a little bit of different mode. That is it, fixed. Our cars are here. We had a blast today, very interesting day. Saleen, this is GT version. Well, this is GT version, and this is the Bullitt from, well, it's not from the movie, but it is homage to the movie Bullitt with Steve McQueen. We just passed 2 hour mark. As you know, our episodes are 2 hours. You have been in Quarter Ninja's Lair. We played Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Have a great day, stay safe, take care about your family, do something you love, and most important of all, enjoy life. And I will be very soon with you in the new episode. Until then, bye bye and see you.
Please subscribe to this channel, share and like this video. Thank you.